What up, everybody? It's your boy Ash, guys. I'm coming to you guys late Friday night with a double live reaction to Black Clover chapters 271 and 272. I took a break off of reading Black Clover. I just got so busy last week with filling in with work and everything. So I'm excited to jump in. Chapter 270, we got the contract between Liebe and Asta. It was finally formed. They have their contract, and Naucht said it was an unconventional way, but he's glad they did it. But now the real training begins here, and he envelops himself with one of his devils, and he's like, face me, you guys come at me with full force. And that's the last thing I read. So I'm excited to jump right into chapter 271, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell. Let's jump right into this double live reaction. So chapter 271 of Black Clover, and it's called Union. And we pick up exactly where we left off. Naucht has encloaked himself in one of his devil, and we get a name for it. It's Devil Union mode, Canis. Cani. Oh my God, and he looks, if you don't know, Naucht is quickly leaping into my top 5 of favorite characters in Black Clover. He is so cool. He doesn't give a shit. He's a badass, and I love him, but I don't know if he's good or bad yet. He's just so in the middle. But without further ado, let's jump right in, guys. So he's encloaked himself. The battle begins. Asta, the only way for you to get stronger is to unite with that devil and draw out all of his anti-magic power. So he's trying to get Asta to kind of take the full advantage of the devil powers. Kind of like the union that Naucht has with his devils. If they can make that kind of cloak, Asta and Liebe, that would be super dope. I'm going to make this full screen. Sorry. Okay. Oh, and so we got a tail coming out of the ground. Oh, and it captures them. Wah! And it envelops them. Boom! Okay, so Asta breaks out of it. Liebe's gone. So they kind of absorbed each other. Here, over here, you're all tiny. It looks like this is what happens when I give you my power. Okay, so they get like chibi form when the devils give the masters their powers. Chibi Liebe is adorable. Chibi Liebe could definitely be a toy in Japan. In devil binding contracts, the initiative belongs entirely to the one giving the orders. In other words, to the human. That's why I can use union so easily. Your current condition isn't union. The devil's power is only trickling into you. You said the same thing earlier, right, Liebe? How can I use your real power? I don't know. So Liebe's like, I don't know. And Asta's kind of taken back by this. I was planning to take over your body and fight. I've never come outside to fight before either. That's why even a guy like you beat me. So you totally don't know anything after you talk like a big shot. So Ash is just giving him a hard time. This nutty contract was all your idea. You do something about it. But I don't know how to either. I suppose you'll just have to figure it out as you fight. And Naucht is just unleashing some kind of shadow power. Oh my God, he just cloned shadow dogs. Naucht is so good, so tight. Using Devil Union lets me add the characteristics of each of my devils to my shadow magic. One of the Gidmolo's characteristics is pack. So he releases a pack of shadow dogs. And Asta and Liebe are like, oh shit. And they're dipping out. Oh, and one of them's right behind him. And he dodges. And they're all, pack mentality. They're all after him. Each of these guys has the same key as the Vice Captain Naucht. So they all carry the same energy, the same magic aura. The shadows won't disappear until you defeat me. He blends in with them, and I can't even tell where he is. So he's got contracts for devils. Does that mean he's been face to face with that often? Our connections are stronger than it has been before. We made our contract. You should be able to draw out more power. You made a contract on equal terms with the devil. Since the devil isn't your servant, using 100% of his power won't be easy for you. This is the path you chose. God, Naucht, okay, so Naucht has come face to face with 4 devils, and to come face to face with these strong devils and be their master right now, Naucht's been through some shit. Use that power to defeat me. Yes, sir. Right here, right now. I'll surpass my limits. So he takes out, is that Nami's sword? Not Nami. Oh my God, I just finished my live reaction to One Piece. Yami, there we go. Is that Yami's katana? And Naucht, I think, notices, and he's got his pack out, and they're going after him. Demon Slasher, your name is the Demon Slasher katana. Let's go, Captain Yami. Together, we'll surpass our limits right here, right now. I hate that phrase. And is that the end of the chapter already? Oh my God, that went by so fast. I'm like 5 minutes in. Not a lot of dialogue, but a lot of action here. So we get the first start of this battle between Naucht and Asta, and then this training. So Naucht's powers are so awesome. So dope. He unleashes his first one. So his devils he can use his devil powers with his shadow powers. They combine. So he uses pack. This is amazing. He uses Demon Slasher, Asta does, on Naucht. And he says, I will surpass my limits. And Naucht's hatred for Yami is so apparent because like I hate that phrase. Awesome chapter. No further ado, let's jump right into my live reaction chapter 272, guys. I think it's going to be just as awesome as chapter 271. It was hopefully not as fast paced. Okay, so we get a nice cover story this time of Asta's mom, Libe on Asta. That's a good union, a good callback to that. Chapter 272 is called Dark Prison Hunting Ground. So, okay, so Naucht's probably going to be on the hunt. Ooh, okay, so we're transitioning to where Yuno is. Boy Yuno. Little baby Yuno. I got my little Yuno guy. Yuno is the freaking goat. Okay, so this kind of makes me happy. I love Yuno. So he's obviously training as well. He's making gigantic holes into whatever wall that is. It's like a mountainside. Obviously, he's putting in a lot of effort. Obviously, he wants to get his captain back. He's the vice captain. I keep forgetting that. Why don't you come out instead of lurking and watching? So someone's watching him? Power. Former vice captain Langris. So Langris is there. The former was uncalled for. You're as nasty as ever. So, it calls him former vice captain. Not as nasty as you. Oh, where's the noisy spirit that always with you? Bells hold up in my grimoire right now. I've worked out a way to defeat Xenon. That said, I can't confirm how effective it will actually be. Why are you here? I thought you need an opponent who had spatial magic. Since I'm already here, shall I help you trade? And Yuno's kind of taken back by this because Langris, we're not used to Langris being nice. From what we've known before, Langris is an asshole. I almost swore. He's an asshole. But obviously he was under the control of some of the elves at that time. So I don't think we've really seen much of him since then. I'd really rather manage on my own, but this is the Golden Dawn's problem. You've gotten stronger too, haven't you? Please, do help me. You're still pretty insolent, but I see you've gotten a little more agreeable. Okay, so this is going to be a good dynamic here. And it would be nice to see Langris and former vice captain and the current vice captain. Okay, so we transition back to Asta and Libe, and they are just absolutely done. They hit the ground real hard, and they're bloodied and beaten and bruised up, and Naucht just standing there and says, you lose again? Vice Captain Naucht is unbelievably tough. No matter how many times we try, I can't figure out how to win. And even so, he's probably not even fighting for real yet. So this is the power of Devil Union, and his canines are still there, his shadow canines. Why can't Libe and I do that? Even though when I'm in black mode and get hurt, he does too. So he's reaching over for a basket of, it's a basket of food. Oh, and he's like, he's eating all the food. Levi's back, like begrudgingly eating it. And now my wounds heal up and my strength comes back. You said the Spade Kingdom Resistance members made these with magic. When we meet, I'll have to thank them. Oh, eating something sweet gave me an idea. Come here for a second, Libe. When he gets like this, about 10% of the time, his idea is sheer genius. So not quite this time. So Libe's like, 90% of the time this guy's an idiot, but 10% he's actually a fighting genius. Not this time. He puts Libe on his shoulders, combining. It reminds me of the docking from One Piece. If you remember the docking with Frankie and Robin and Usopp and Chopper and Sanji, this reminds me exactly of the docking. Another 90% of this, it's crap. So Libe is not entertained. This is no time to screw around, you 90% idiot. What's the 90% for? I'm not scratching around fighting like this until we bring our hearts and bodies closer to being in unison. If something like this could do that, we wouldn't be having trouble in the first place, 90% idiot. So that's just what he's gonna call Asta from now on. What's your problem? You get to be on top, so quit whining. So they're just bickering and Naucht is not having it. Doesn't being such a goody-goody get tiring? What about you, brother? Doesn't doing your own thing get tiring? Moron, that's tiring about being free. Okay, so we're seeing Naucht's brother right now. Looks like he's the blonde dude. It's about time to meet up with the rest. Huh? It's already been 2 days? I totally didn't even notice. Oh, crud. No choice then. If it's going to work anyways, then die here. If it's not going to work anyways, then die here. And you see chains come out and something's coming out of Naucht. Oh gosh. And Asta like feels the fear immediately. You see his eyes. He's like, Libe! And these arms are coming out, these shadow arms. Monozone dark prison hunting ground. And they're just enveloped in darkness. It's pitch black. And Asta gets hit by one of the fists and he goes flying. This is their key. I can't sense them at all. There's no way to dodge their attacks. You did have potential, and yet, what a shame. So Naucht is looking so dangerous, and he hits Asta again, and Asta's like, oh my god, this is bad. Death is creeping upon me from the darkness. I can't sense a thing. This is true terror. Our backs are really against the wall, so why? Why can't we unite? Both Asta and I want more power. If I'm going to save Captain Yami, if I'm going to avenge Lysita. Okay, so they're starting to really dig deep. I can't die. And also, I can't let this guy die either. So they're fighting for each other now. I can't let this guy die. Something's happening. You see the light starts to come out of the darkness. Oh no, no, that eye. You see like the Naruto eye. Oh my god, look at that eye. Nasta and Libe probably combined right there, and they're coming out of the light. Oh, their combination. I'm so excited to see what that looks like. Their first mode together. Whatever Naucht's doing, he's obviously pushing them to the brink of their limits. So he's doing a great job training them, and I cannot wait to see the results of this training. That's the end of this chapter. I feel like this went by really, really fast, guys. Chapter 271, 272, my goodness. That was fast-paced, guys. I really enjoyed that. I think this is how I'm going to go through the Black Clover series now. I'm not going to do reviews anymore. Just do live reactions. I enjoyed the hype of Black Clover. It's really fast-paced. It's really fun. So, comment below, guys. What was your favorite parts of Chapter 270, 271? And what do you think the combination mode of Libe and Asta is going to look like? Are they going to surpass Naucht and his combination modes, or do they still have a lot of growing to do? If the 2 days has truly gone by, then they're about to be thrown into the fire, but maybe Naucht will give them the approval and let them live as well. So I'm so excited to see this combination, guys. Next chapter will be November 29th, which should be next week. I think so, next Sunday. I think that's next Sunday. So it doesn't seem like there's going to be a break, which is awesome. Oh my god, I can't wait. That was such a fun read through, guys. Comment below favorite part of chapter 270, 272. I'll be back again next week, guys. That's it for me. It's late. I need to get to bed. Peace. Have a fantastic night, guys. Woo!